right? All right. Everybody, without notice, I am going live again with a great discussion in regards to our great book, little bitty thing that's on Amazon, Disadvantaged Thinking to a Prosperous Thinker by Tonika Price. It has three separate areas that I talk and flow about, which is think, courage, and nature. And there's so many great things about those three separate areas because there's key in this book. All right, but I want to get into our discussion, which is about the kids. Our part two of part one. In part one, I pretty much was discussing um, newborns, pureness, the beginning, how they come, and just the love, the nurturing, what's needed, the beginning. That was a previous video, which was probably the first one. I didn't get a chance to truly get down all those different things, but in the future, we're going to be offering online courses that will really work with individuals and they will accomplish a change within themselves. But now, at this time, I just want to share with you all of um, the great tools and keys and the advantages that you can really take within yourself to help you as an individual to be a better person, and our main focus is those children, the true foundation. There is a lot of things that's going on. We're trying to touch areas that we really can't touch, but the ones that we can touch are the ones around us and who we truly affect. All right. So I want to get right into the notes because I want to stay focused on it. And also, I got a great thing to share with everybody. Myself and CRG for Kids will be providing time to work with individuals in the city of Milwaukee in person. Also, providing time to do things online through Zoom and other ways, which I can't really say exactly how we're going to be following it. But that is in the making. So let us get on the kids. All right. Now, in disadvantaged thinking, there's a program called Think Has 10 Keys. That is truly about um, restructuring, renewing yourself. It's about the new birthing, the children, the children, the children. That is the youth program. All right. And people tend to respect what you model. And we want to model positivity out here. We want to revamp those um, images that we know as adults that kept us going forward and keeping our mindset on a great path. Okay. And when we really model a great model out here in the community, online, on TV, anywhere, we want to truly put in our mind that there are children, there are truly infant mind, innocent mind taking in. Okay, these kids model these things. They model what they see. We look down on them like it's just something that just who came up out of them. No, it's what's coming up on them and what they bring out of them based on you know, what was embedded in them. Okay, what was birthed on them. Okay, those children model what they see and what they tend to desire. How do they desire things? They desire things because they see things. If they're able to see, take in things, feel things. Okay, how we act, how you treat them. Okay, they model that, they watch that. I was at a very young age and I understood things and I remember things that I knew I was very young when it went on. Okay, so to me, when I seen children, I already knew, even if they couldn't talk to me or say nothing, oh, they understand. They understand. So you might as well already start getting along with them, treating them well, sowing good seeds, okay? Because that's what it's all about. That's the legacy. We want to sow good seeds because life goes on. These children are being birthed. Although we here for a short time, we want to realize that true divine blessing that we have on life, on earth, is life and birth. Okay, birthing. Okay, okay. They are the children. They are the beginning. You know, they are the beginning. They are the new needs. Okay, how do we meet their needs? Vision. They are the ideal people or thing, I want to say, to really think about when we're trying to push forth on reformation, even the actions that we choose to do in life. Okay, we have kids and they grow. If you do the right thing or not, they grow. They're going to grow. They're going to produce. They're going to live. They're going to grow. So we got to sow good seeds. We have to provide a path that's going to be great and divine for our children. And I'm speaking to a level of people that understand this, and then there's another level of people that is in need of this type of services. Okay, we want to focus on the reality and the realness, what's going on around us, what is really needed with us. And our focus is the well being of our children, the education, our children, education, how they're being educated, what type of education do they need. Our greatest need is self efficient, knowing what we need for us and understanding our true needs for us. There's so many different options and ways of living that individuals are still breathing and doing things, okay? But there is truly a divine way that we are to live, and be able to produce and pass on. And there is a fight. Yes, it is. There's always been a fight, and the fight continues. But our whole fight will be starting within ourselves, okay? Focus on the needs, okay, of ourselves and truly focus on the needs of the children. How we need to separate the world of things because of that innocent eye. I talked about the newborn and how it takes time to produce and develop and everything. So much is really being put up on these little ones, and even in our youth and young adults, that they feel that they can handle. There is a true ending to all destruction, and we are very aware of that, okay? We are very aware of that. Now it is time for us to recognize our actions, and that is to recognize the needs and then try to um, cause some good things. I want to jump into causing some good programs and some good environments for us and our children. We need that. We need places of support. We need support on each block or within blocks for our people and for our children. That is our main focus. When we are trying to do the work here and restructure our streets and our relationships with one another, even after every level of change that we have went through with this move of Black Lives Matter, the move of this pandemic, this COVID. It has taken a lot of lives. This has been a lot of changes that's going to be a great need in you. I know it is. There are needs of us preparing avenues for individuals to be able to run down those those trails, okay? And then I just want to bring it to everybody when we're talking about our children. On every level, there's funding, okay? There is a government, there are taxes and I can go on into that, but I'm sorry for saying such short things when I'm doing my life. I'm really trying to put things in action because I'm truly positioning myself to perform. necessarily just online, but in individuals' lives so they can see a change in their lives. And that's what truly works for me in my life because I know the seeds that I sow is going to grow. All right. But I just want to go back to talking about funding, our kids being educated online and virtually. I do see a great benefit in education and how the transition of things and learning things electronically, and how the children can truly learn how to operate on those levels. But the great need in that is parent supervision, you all. We have to perform in a way and knowing are what things are kid appropriate and how we need to stay active in each other's lives so that we are in the way of knowing and making sure our children are taking in the proper things, even when we're working on our legacy and working on the things that we want to do to pass down for our children. We still need to micro manage. Okay, micromanage. Even when you have an infant, you have a routine. You have to micromanage that little one. You watch how that little one grow and the things that they do and how they react. It doesn't change when they get older and get the smell in themselves and how you need to really be active in their life. But I tell you, it has never failed that it takes a community. Well, it takes a neighbor. It takes a neighborhood. It takes a village. Yes, yes, for our kids and our children, okay? So that goes back into let me get back to funding and how we need to prepare ourselves and get ourselves in position to educate ourselves and get ourselves amongst to anything we want to do to bring forth to anybody in anybody's life. We need a team. We need support and we need help. Even when you're getting drained, you need to be able to sit back and replenish yourself, to be able to work again. So in that there's team, okay? Now I was speaking to a strong man of God. I mean, he was really expressing how we so focused on the president, this new and this the kids. Less focus on Congress. We need to focus on individuals in Congress. Divine care cares about every individual that starts with us tangibly. Okay. All right. We can't jump the waters and ships and trying to worry about what's going on somewhere else. You got to worry about right here first. Okay. And now I'm asking us to really worry about the children. And if you have, I mean, the more the merrier. The more the merrier. Let's focus on our children, how things are affected, this change. Okay. Is it okay? All right. How are we going to be able to be heard? Okay. It's okay for me to have an opinion in my home, my culture, or so. And it works so good with me, but it ain't okay once my people come outside the home and they can't see the model that their model that's being modeled in their home. Let me say that over again. I'm sorry. It's okay for me to model greatness in my home, but we also need to model greatness so that we can adopt and mimic and be contagious and be a part of the greatness and actually change the things so greatness can be outside, okay? And outside the home. So when we go places, we can find and feel the security. And that's what our children need, right? For the kids, y'all. We are for the children. Think about the children. Think about the children. Komika, go in the room and leave them alone. Those are my children. Most of all, the needs we have today have to be revised and renewed in, programs. We have programs that are for the children. We have programs that we would like to have for our children, and we have programs that we need for ourselves to work with our children. Okay. They do have early childhood program and funding for that, child care, youth programs. There are individual Eunice Boys and Girl Club, and other different programs that address youth and the needs and the unity. And we need to greater enhance and add on to those programs, you all. We need to focus on our children. We need to recognize the need and what our position is. And I'm talking about myself and people my age and call their self an I, a person, um, and you're whole, you're great in something. You're gonna model something. What you do is gonna be passed down. Okay, so let me get back on to this. We need to submit things for change. We need things to happen. How does that happen? Write it down and make it plain. Think about our kids. Now, when we have to train future leaders. Now we have to train future leaders now. That's it. We have to train future leaders. We have to put individuals that's capable of being in a leading position and equip them with the things that they need. Okay. And then we have to understand that training is needed to be a leader. Um, it's needed to be a leader. The ones that want to be. Okay. Okay, so I want to just tell you about opportunities, and that'll be a little bit on. But I want you to still focus on when you're doing anything and you're trying to put anything out there. Think about the kids. Think about the children and what are you modeling? Think about them and what we need out there in the atmosphere rather than what's out here. It's just so plain to just do something great. Do not have not such a not even a doubt that anything great and positive will not make it or be anything of wealth. What the world models is not what all is what what's really going on. Okay, so I want everybody to understand that whatever is in you, bring the greatness out of you, and there is a community, there is a world for you and what you have to offer. And first of all, I want you to think about the kids. Okay, all right, I want to think about the kids so they can form the unity also too. We want to model these things. That's what we're talking about. Role models. They need new role models. That is needed to help others. That is needed. We need future leaders. Okay. Some of us are perfect in teamwork and being a team player. Some of us are not leaders. That's okay. But the whole thing is to recognize your position and play your role and play who you are. Don't worry about the left or the right, okay, when you're in performance, because there is a true move and change and transition and great opportunities for individuals that will line up and be in position when you're in position. Only the ones that's in position can make the move, okay? Play your part. Look in a home or form a family to get you a solid foundation, to gain nurturing, to gain that stability that you need to be whole and who you are. It is a must to work together for the greater, for what matters. Our kids, okay? Our children. One second. All right. Get some things together to stop, come back when I already knew that I should have had all that together. It's okay. So, in any case, look in a home or a family structure that you want for yourself. Model the things that you desire that's going to make you a healthy individual, to be a solid individual, to perform solidly out in the community. And I'm talking to the future leaders, okay? Sow good seed so you can reap the benefits that is needed, because your benefits are not just for you, it's for your legacy and what you ought to do, okay? We have to gain relationships to form healthy relationships. relationships, okay? Be mindful that you want to have relationships. You want the relationships to be healthy. You want to have a communication line. You want to be able to let everyone express themselves and also be heard, okay? In order for you to be heard, you have to listen and listen to know when you're being heard, okay? Now, recognize that even in your relationship and working with children, we are very, um, we are in a not so good area. We are in brokenness when we're talking about our children foundation. The things are getting to our little ones. The abuse and all even online, a lot of things have been exposed to what's going on with our children. We have to still focus on those things and be mindful that we have to say something and not just let anything go on. Okay, it's the seeds you sow that's going to grow. Change. We have to gain relationships and form a healthy respectful relationship. Be mindful, okay? And my actions are my children. That's it. My world surrounds around them because when I had them, I prepared for what was needed. That helps me in my mindset. I don't really alter what I'm on because of anybody or anything. I am set and divine connected with my Savior, and I know who I go to for what I need. And I know the things that I do are not always perfect. So that perfect relationship that I need be able to jump back up and start over again, renew my mind, and be of greatness again. Because all that we plan out daily does it don't always. I mean, everything that we plan out daily, it don't happen like you want it to happen. And a lot of things it truly affects not just you, it affects other people and even our children. Okay, so we want to be in position to even um correct ourselves, forgive ourselves, you know, understand that in that position when you are a parent, you are a leader. You are a model. Okay, now I want to tell you everything that will be happening in person in the city of Milwaukee. I'm not gonna let this live go on very, very long because I truly um am setting myself up for the next level of where everything is going and what I have set myself out to put in the atmosphere and knowing that I will truly be blessed behind this. And when I say blessed, I know that it is the work that I'm supposed to do, and I'm excited in the work that I'm doing. Okay. So I want to talk about some things that we're going to be setting out in person in the city of Milwaukee. And that's going to be us just providing services. We provide some services. Okay. I want to talk about Milwaukee because Milwaukee is truly on the map now. We have some great things go on in this year that I just want to talk about. It's not like no other great things ever happened here, but I just want to talk about that awesome walk from Milwaukee to DC. Just I'm not going to say anymore. That actual act is just something that just put us truly on the map. I truly am honored to even acknowledge and just see that happen. I mean, that was a true work and that was a true mission. That some of us, um, and the ones that done it, bless you. And also, there have been a lot of loss and brokenness that's been going on that have been heard here in the city of Milwaukee. There has been a lot of exclamation points that have been coming out of this area. So I want to set up an environment for healing. Okay. I want to set up an environment for individuals of change. I want to set up an environment for individuals that can be heard to know that we're just not um, of those things. We're of that and we want to be recognized in everything while we're being heard. So, next week, we will be doing a live training on how to publish your own book. CRG for Kids, Komika Gillum, live video on the individual things that she will be going over. And we will be setting up appointments for individuals in person if you're local, and also online if you're local or not local, to accomplish you publishing a book. So the things we're going to go over is, if you have a topic, that's awesome. If you don't, we will come up with a structure, a mindset of how you can come up with a topic. And also, there will be structure work that's needed to be done in order to download the information. And that will be in a file to be for us to be able to help you to accomplish this thing. Your work needs to be in a file. So we can help you with that too. And that is a separate step, okay? And then the whole thing is setting up your account to be accomplish your goal of being a publisher. I mean, to self-publish and you're being an author, okay? Now, again, we're going to be setting up next week sometime, and this is the last week of September with individuals who's looking to publish a book. They're and they excited. It's all about the children, and they will probably be present if you're going to be working with us in person. Okay, so also we will be working with individuals too, um, in addition to other services. Okay, but I just want to say this about the children. CRG for Kids um, means is the initials of my children name. But Komika Price is of age and she is taking off on real great things. And if you have a YouTube channel or account, if you can please go to CRG for Kids and subscribe. She is offering great training on um, a child's level. And when I say on the child's level, that means an adult will be able to accomplish this, and children are actually the ones that will be enrolling in the class. CRG for Kids have already performed live training, and she will be offering it to her mom's people. So I am talking to you all about this, and we will be doing a separate feeling about that. But I do thank you. I just want to let you know that the children is the individuals to when you get confused. Okay, this is what it's about. Start there. Even when you're working on yourself, start from childhood to birth greatness within you. Get understanding, think. Okay, and that is her book on Amazon. Also, I want to talk about this book here again, Disadvantaged Thinking to Prosperous. We are offering services, okay, to the community also in the city of Milwaukee. We have 3 locations where we will be able to set up appointments and work with individuals on personal goals and future leaders, okay? That will be also a separate conversation, but this is also grounded on programs that we can possibly come together and write up to connect with funding for our children. First and most of all, think. Also, this is operating out of courage. I have stated 3 locations, which will only be able to, one location will be only able to service 6 individuals. One location will be only to, another location will only be able to service 4 individuals. And if there's more than those individuals at one time that will be using the service, we do have a location that can service up to 7 individuals at one time. And this is a resource center. It is all type of things. I want to let you know that it's going to be a thinking opportunity, okay? It's going to be a changing opportunity too. Okay, so I just want us to recognize that this is also about our children. Okay, we have to prepare, protect, and keep our children in a safe environment. Um, we will be, like I was telling you, CRG for Kids will be doing a live to talk with individuals and personally set up individuals' accounts for them to be an author. Again, I just want to say that again, and we will be doing separate things. All right. And then it will be a donation that is needed for those services after the free live when you register and make an appointment, either in person or online. Finally, okay, with Divine Care, I also want to talk about this book here too. Awesome book. We're all talking about uplifting and motivational things, but I just also want to talk about this accomplishment, which has um, went through the same instructions that CRG for Kids will be going over on her live teaching and training. And she will be registering individuals to publish their own book. Okay. And we are sorry for the pen being there. We are offering services in person and on Zoom. And we will be asking for donations for our time and services. In addition, we have all type of opportunities with disadvantaged thinking to a prosperous thinker. We're going to be taking action. We're going to be making changes. We're going to be getting our mindset and positioning ourselves to add on to a foundation. That is where we will be working in our resource center. There will be opportunities to sign up for that, and the donation will be needed. And everything will go to the Cash App CRG for Kids. We thank you so very much for your interest. We also thank you so very much for even looking at these lives. Also, in these lives, you can go to Divine Care at YouTube and subscribe and also see them again. Um, Everything will be set up so individuals can go back and see and just focus on you as individuals. A lot of people need motivation. One thing our children need is leaders and models. Okay, and we need to get motivated. We need to brush ourselves up and be kid friendly, period. Just kid friendly. Okay, we need to approach a more delicate way before everything is just exposed. We need to supply an area where our children can go to, and that's the main focus when you get time. Um, Please subscribe at Divine Care. Also, subscribe at CRD for Kids. All of those places are great places to sow in, because when you sow good seeds, you reap great benefits. I'm not going to keep you on much longer. I just want you to understand that we have to better ourselves to be better individuals. There's no way we're going to be continuously covering up in to produce what's coming out. We're going to just adopt positivity and produce that at the same time. Okay, we're going to visit a new mindset and cause things to happen in our life. And one thing I find in individuals that get them motivated, they feel money do it. You can have all the money in the world, but that really ain't gonna heal the situation or change what really matters. Unity and relationship is so important. Think of our children first, okay? Know that you are important and you are a role model even if you don't have any children. Sow into our children the right way. God bless you all. Stay encouraged. I won't keep you. Have more information to produce, but what I would like you to do, again, please go back. I have filmed about 30 videos under Divine Care, and also under Divine Care on Facebook. You can also follow. I'm going to get all that stuff listed on the other websites and social media places that need to get done. Right now, I'm going to get to work around me so we can get a team. And it won't be just about this. It will be about courses and other things that will be offered to you all that can help you come to a place that you can be whole in Nabob. And Nabob means a wealthy man indeed. That is explained in our book too. Think is a conscious thought. Courage is the power in the spirit to overcome fear. Get back up and, do it again. Nabob is knowing who you are, what you're great in. Get back. Give back. We have so many individuals that hold their gift and their tool within themselves, and they just putting themselves on the horn. But it is not of any good when you just can't even give back or share with anybody. If you don't have the energy anymore, write it down and make it plain. Subscribe to CRG for children for kids. CRG for kids. You can please write it down. You also can get help to get it written down too for a fee and be of great help to individuals and children. I'm sorry about that. But pass down your gift. That's Nabob. And that is what we're operating. We're going to be operating in courage out of the resource center to be Nabob. Future leaders, come equipped. If you're not equipped, you're going to get equipped. All I need you to be is a leader. Team players, I'm going to tell you, you need it more than a leader, okay? Because that's the body. We all got to work together. We're going to start where we come from and we're going to go abroad, okay? But we're going to keep connected to where we're by. And one thing we want to focus on is our children. Our children. God bless. I said this already. Stay encouraged. Again, go and watch the other lives.